Good evening. Good evening, Richie, Zaxon, and Michael. How's everybody
Hello, everyone.
doing tonight? Hello, Anna. Thank you. Gregory, good evening. Brian Euler, good evening. Who else is in here?
Hello, everybody.
Marty V. Scott McClory. Super Nick. Jay Paul.
Are you sure you want to keep the stream going, Bill? Relic Reaper just showed up.
Hi, Don. How you doing? Hi, Carrie.
We're right back.
So, hi, Rusty. Hope everybody's having a good evening and a good day. We got 19 people in the house. Thank you for being here. Jackson's just messing with you, Don. Nathan, dog is my co-pirate. How you doing? Waiting to see a video again from you, Nathan. Metal detecting, fishing, one of your cars, trucks, something. The real Tom Kingery. Old 41, how you doing? Leanne, good evening. In a couple weeks, I'm going to be having so not next Tuesday, but probably Tuesday, I'm going to be doing a members race for this Motley Digger.
Wow, that looks.
They're nice, yeah.
Aggressive.
So, unfortunately, that can't be shipped to Canada, so we'll figure out something else on that if somebody's in Canada. But yeah, Motley Digger. So in 2 weeks, they are. Huh?
Do you know who makes that?
I can't remember the person that makes them, but there's only a couple. You can get them on Amazon now and one other place, and they're $45 to $55 a piece, depending where you get them.
I got one of the. I can't remember. Not Predator. Who are the other guys? There's only a couple guys who make shovels. Oh,
I can't remember their names. I got a couple of them out there.
Yeah. I got one that breaks down in half.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nocta makes one of those. I had one and gave it away. I don't use this digger, and I've got 3 other ones. I got a Nocta digger. I've got it's a regular garden knife that works real well. And I got one that I got off of eBay like 10 years ago that's still going strong. So it's like the thing is just sitting there. Hi, Teresa. Oh, hi, Buckle Boy. Teresa is not smurfed up. We got to fix that.
I bought when I first started metal detecting, I bought what they call a Samson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was about 13 years ago when I started, and over the years it worn down. And I bought my wife one, but she never really used it. So one day I put them side by side, and I noticed the blade of mine was about 2 inches shorter than the blade of hers, and how much I'd worn it down over the years.
Well, this one I got from eBay was like $8.95 or something like that, $6.95, really cheap. The sheath fork fell apart within a year, but the digger's still going strong. Hi, Jerry. So for the new people that are coming in, to let you know, in 2 weeks I'm doing a membership race for a Motley digger. So. And we have how many people in here? Wow, we're at 28 already. Wow, thank you. Thank you all for
Doing
being
all
here.
right?
Hi, Maple. Richie, let's do some trivia.
Yeah, let's show off my one and only marble I've got this year.
Yeah, show off your marble first. Here, let me expand. Oh, come on, expand.
Is that the only one you have?
That's good enough. All right.
Oh, show it again. There we go.
Is that the only one of those you have?
For this year,
Hi, Bill Brasky.
first one this year. I've dug. I don't know. Last year I dug about 100. The year before I dug, I don't know, over 200 marbles.
You see, Richie thinks a little faster than other people. I pose Richie with loaded questions, and he usually doesn't walk into the trap.
Nope.
He's like, wait a minute, what do you mean?
All right, trivia.
Yep.
How about railroad trivia? We were talking railroads earlier.
Sure. That sounds good.
All right.
We know
What
you
year
do.
did
Jeff.
Story checks out. Go ahead.
What year was the first transcontinental railroad completed in the United States? 1855, 1876, 1869, or 1885?
55.
1876? Yeah, sorry, Nick. I just couldn't make it.
That's any guesses, Michael?
1885.
1877?
No, the correct answer is 1869.
Ah, okay.
What ceremonial object marked the completion of the Transcontinental Railroad?
Gold
A
spike.
and I. Yep. All right, you get.
I knew that one.
At which location was the Golden Spike driven?
Oh, that I don't know.
Denver, Sacramento, Omaha, Promontory Summit in Utah.
Probably Denver.
Promontory Summit, Utah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the
okay.
answer. What type of engine powered most early trains? Diesel, electric, steam, or coal gas?
Steam.
Some of these questions are
Hi,
pretty.
Marquita.
Oh, Mark.
Which company? This
Larry.
one, that was too easy too. Which company built the eastward from California during the Transcontinental Railroad project? Is it the Great Northern, Santa Fe, Central Pacific, or Northern Pacific?
Northern Pacific.
Central.
The answer is Central. They'll get that one right.
That's no fair. He was there to see it happen.
So,
He probably worked on the railroad.
He was the boss by then.
All right. What gauge became the U.S. standard? The gauge being the distance between each rail. Is it 5 feet, 4 feet, 8.5 inches, 6 feet, or 3 feet?
4 feet, 8.5 inches.
Yeah, that's the one. We used to have
Narrow gauge.
rail. Yeah, we used to call it a 2-foot railroad because it was. What railroad line is nicknamed the Empire Builder? Union Pacific, Southern Pacific, Great Northern Railway, or Pennsylvania Railroad?
Union
Great
Pacific.
It was the Great Northern Railway. What fuel replaced steam in most locomotives by the mid-20th century?
Diesel.
Wood, coal, Natural gas, diesel. Yeah. What famous luxury train began service in 1883 between Paris and Istanbul? You'd be able to get that one without no guesses.
Oh, the
Blue,
doggone it,
Oh, Lucinda.
Trans-Siberian.
no. The
Oh.
Blue Train, the Royal Express, the Oriental Express, or the Continental Line.
Oh,
Oriental.
the Oriental Express.
Yeah, I knew once I said it. People would know it. What device is used to switch trains from one track to another? Is it a coupler, a signal box, a brake lever, or a track switch?
Track switch.
Brake lever.
I could hear the sarcasm in your voice. Zach.
Absolutely.
That was the last one.
I listen to.
I'll ask for
Hello, Cycle.
questions next time.
All right, here's a fun fact about the railroad. The way the U.S. government incentivized the railroads to create infrastructure in the 1800s was they deeded them the land. Basically, the U.S. took the land that they wanted from whoever had it. They deeded them the land on the condition that they did this much track and this much schedule, typically about a mile a day or something like that. So that's why the railroads were so active in building. That's why we have the rail industry we were now, was because to jumpstart infrastructure, the U.S. was giving them free the land if they met these deadlines. That's why we had so many Chinese workers, crappy projects, things like that, just so they could make it happen.
That's why when you go up Highway 80 towards Nevada, you get up into like Nevada County and over by Reno and stuff. And Highway 2080, both sides of each of the highways, 640 acres. Every other 640 acres on both sides is owned by Southern Pacific because it was deeded to them by the government.
Yeah, I watch a fair amount of railroad shows, especially as I sleep, because I like the sounds of the trains. So I pick up a fair amount of railroad knowledge.
Oh, I love trains.
Do you ever listen to them while you sleep?
Yep.
7 Idea Productions has some good shows on them.
Bill, SoCal Digging, that's one of his other channels. He shows the trains. But I used to have different layouts. I had a garden scale train out in the yard, O scale, all of that.
Yeah, a lot of the graves went unmarked or anything like that. BH, you can still find places with them. That's one of the dangers of metal detecting old sites of railroad when they were building the railroad, their old camps, is it's not impossible to dig up graves of unclaimed people. Generally, the Chinese would try and bury their people as good as they could because they had the respect for their own people. But there's graves to be had.
William says, I want to do Amtrak, but I don't want to get robbed. Well, getting robbed, but what we used to call them back in the 80s and early 90s, it used to be take Amtrak and leave the dying to us. So they had so many accidents back then. But, oh God, what the hell's the name of the town now? Anyways, up in Sierra County, there's a small town. There used to be a train station there that was from, they called it the Western Pacific. And it went from there to Sacramento. Then Union Pacific took it over and decided they didn't need any more, so they gave the property to the town and they made a railroad museum. Now, I've been to the Sacramento Railroad Museum. You can go in, you can look on the engines, you can't climb on them. You can't go back and see them work on them. The one up in, name starts with a P, and I forget the name of the damn town. I'll find out. But anyway, you can not only, other than they have one old Wild West steam engine with the cars, that's roped off. Can't touch that. But everything else after that, through World War II, troop carrier cars, everything, you can climb in and go check them out. Plus, for $2, they will ride you around on a 2-mile track in different cabooses behind an engine. And then even beyond that, if you want to learn how to run a steam or a diesel, it's $150 for one to learn how to run it, or no, it was 200 for one, 350 for two. Now I believe is still is the price. You learn to run two different diesel engines. So I did that. That was fun. But damn, what the name of the town's right on the tip of my tongue, and I can't remember it. Oh wow, Marty.
Still got snow, Michael?
No, everything's gone.
It's just about gone here. Just spots here and there.
We got hit
Doesn't
with
get to
a
start.
rainstorm last night and today, but we're very lucky that it didn't get worse.
There it is. Portola, California. Knew I'd remember the name.
We got a pretty good train museum down here.
Never been to and seen any below the Sacramento. I mean, that's a good museum.
It doesn't have too many locomotives. It's got a couple of 50s units and a caboose or two. I was actually working for a guy today who travels basically the country, buying and selling old cabooses, looking for buying and selling old cabooses.
Hello, Sebastian. The town I come from, Grass Valley, California, had a narrow gauge like Richie was talking about. It ran from early 1800s and closed down for World War II. It had two things that were special about it. Because Grass Valley has one of the largest gold mines in the world in it. They transported gold to San Francisco on the train that were never robbed. They only went 13 miles and transferred it to Union Pacific at the time. But the really neat thing is the guy that started the railroad died, and his wife took it over as president. She was the first woman in the world to be president of a railroad. And she ran it until they closed it off in 1942. When they closed it off, one steam engine went to California. So that one steam engine you saw in some of the old TV shows and movies, that came from Grass Valley, California. The rest of them went for the war effort to the Philippines and never came back.
That's a long ways to haul something to the Philippines.
That sounds great. Yeah, but it was for the war effort. They needed to over there. They just tore up the track, took the engines, cars, everything, shipped them over, because narrow gauge fit on a ship really well compared to full gauge. So that would be fun. Yeah.
I was watching a video with the Chinese had bought one of our diesel electric locomotives, a used unit from somewhere. And they got this huge crane taking this locomotive off of a ship, which locomotives are pretty heavy, 200,000 pounds plus. So they got this huge crane in China taking this locomotive off of the ship, and they get it about halfway off, and then half of the rigging breaks. Wind up dropping the train.
That must have made a noise.
That's like sitting out back here the other day on my patio, and everything down here is concrete block build now in Florida. So I don't know what the guy was thinking. It just rained. They have a big 4-wheel drive forklift. They could unload a truck with the guy driving the truck had one of those little shitty forklifts with the hard rubber tires. So he's trying to unload this fucking pallet of concrete blocks, and it's bouncing. He gets stuck. It only bounces, the straps break, and a whole pallet of concrete blocks hit the ground and shatter.
Well, do you ever watch that dude, CY Home Inspections?
Haven't heard of him. No.
He's down in Arizona. Pretty eye-opening, the poor quality of the new builds. And he's a really, really picky guy. They've sued him numerous times trying to shut him up, but he can't, they can't because he's not doing anything illegal. This dude sees a lot of bad stuff. It's like, wow. I mean, everything from stucco falling off of the walls to just everything.
Yeah. I used to watch that Homes on Homes on TV.
Yeah.
He was good. Where he come in and goes, "Yeah, it's a problem." He goes, "It's built to code, but code is always minimum," which is true.
He made an okay show.
So,
So I was telling you guys that we're going to a holiday.
Back in a minute.
So technically, this is not really a holiday; it's a convention.
uh,
And
Convention for what?
Knights Columbus convention. It's a Knights
Oh,
Columbus state convention, and everywhere in Ontario and in the states, all the Knights Columbus members from different councils show up, and we have meetings and get-togethers and stuff like that. And if anybody from Ontario that is listening, and you're a Knights Columbus member, it's
Hi,
April
Odie.
24th to the 27th. I don't know when registration is available. Go on the website.
Hi,
So
Ronnie. $37 in the house. Thank you all. Richie, find some more trivia, please.
all right. We'll see what we can dig up. Maybe something a little tougher than that last.
Tougher and find something strange and obscure.
werewolves.
Good evening, Stephen. Cool, I'm a knight. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have trouble pronouncing some of these. All right.
That's okay.
Okay, we got chicken breed trivia.
I'm gonna get another coffee. I wouldn't even get close on this one.
All right. I'll start without you.
Go ahead.
Which chicken breed is known for laying blue eggs? The Plymouth Rock, the Leghorn, the Americana, the Rhode Island Red.
The last one.
I'm seeing C, I'm seeing A. The answer is C, the Americana.
Yeah, thought so.
All right. Which breed is famous for its large size and feathered legs? Is it A, the Sussex, Sussex, B, the Brahma, C, the Andalusia, or D, the Hamburg?
Hamburg.
I never heard of a Hamburg breed of chicken, but I got an A, I got a B, a C, getting them all covered. And the answer is actually B, the Brahma.
Oh, Paul.
I heard of Brahma bull, but I've never heard of Brahma chicken. Which breed is one of the best egg layers, often producing white eggs? So A, the Orpington, B, Whited, C, the Leghorn, or D, the Cochin.
D.
Usually, it's the one I can't pronounce, but this time it isn't. Yeah, there's some people who know a little bit about chickens. I see the Leghorn.
Oh, wow. Leghorn.
Which chicken breed has completely black skin, bones, and meat? A, the Polish. B, the Silky Phantom. C, the Amana Samani, Yamana Samani. All right. D, the sea bright.
Samani.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Michael. It's the Yamani Samani. I'm sure Bill knew that anyway.
What?
The Mani Samani chicken. You ever heard of that breed?
Nope.
All right. Which breed is known for its distinctive pom-pom crest of feathers on its head? The Polish, A. The B. Ostrov, C. The Jersey Giant, or D. The Fimoni.
The what? What was the last one?
Fayoumi.
Oh, no,
Fayoumi.
Okay, no, B, I believe. Second one.
No, the answer is actually A. The Polish chicken.
Ah, okay. See, like I said, I know nothing about chickens. Except they
Which
taste
breed
good.
holds the yeah? They make eggs too.
Yeah, and
Which
they,
breed holds the record for the high egg production among brown egg layers? A. Plymouth Rock. B. The Rhode Island Red. C. The Brahma. D. The Sussex.
I'll go with B because Brahma's a cow. Type.
No, that was one of the answers already. There's a Brahma chicken.
Really, there is? Okay.
Yeah.
Brahma. Brahma.
Just like the Brahma cattle. Okay.
And the answer was B. The Rhode Island Red. Which chicken breed is also known for its calm temperament and fluffy appearance? A. The Hamburg. B. The Andalusia. C. Orpington. Or D. The Leghorn.
Hamburg.
I'll go with C. Wow. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you very much.
Actually, you got it right, Bill. The answer is C. The Orpington. Which breed is often called the gentle giant due to its size?
Shut up. Tomorrow.
A. The Windowit.
I'm calling
C.
you.
The Jersey Giant. C. The Sussexes. Or D. The
Okay, Rob.
Arikana.
Who's this?
Arikana. Who knows? I'll go with D.
It's actually B. The Jersey Giant.
Oh, okay.
You do not show up tomorrow night. I am calling you on.
Which breed lays dark chocolate brown eggs? The Australof, the Leghorn, the Plymouth Rock, or the Marron?
Leghorn?
Nope, it's not the Leghorn. It's actually D. The Marrons. Marans. Marrons.
Okay.
Which breed is known for being extremely cold, hardy, and good for northern climates?
I have no clue.
Andalusia, Wyandotte, Faimani, or the Leghorn?
Leghorn.
Nope. It's actually B. The Wyandotte. That's it for chicken breed trivia. I don't think I'll bring that up again. We didn't do that well there.
Nobody did that well there.
I raised chickens, but they were just meat birds. I didn't raise any fancy breeds.
Yeah, I get it.
Have you ever raised chickens, Bill?
Nope.
No.
My mom did. I didn't, but I raised rabbits. And once they quit, when they started slowing down on land, she'd just kill them and we'd eat them. So.
Yeah. Rabbits or the chickens?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I raised some miniature. I raised some rabbits for food. I raised miniatures for show. So.
We used to hunt rabbits. actually snowshoe hare, with the breed of rabbit we had up here. But
I lived in a small place out in the country one time, and I had a jackrabbit on the property. Didn't think nothing about it. One day, the jackrabbit comes out with a bunch of little different colored bunnies. Going, what the hell? Then all of a sudden, this brown and white rabbit comes flopping out of it. Huh, okay, somebody's pet rabbit got away, and they had
infiltrated the population.
yeah. So that was funny.
I'm not sure if it's jackrabbit, but the regular wild rabbit that's not the snowshoe hare we can't hunt up here. I think it's a cottontail.
Yeah, those are the most common, the cottontail and the jackrabbits. So.
Yeah.
It's Thursday. You got the date wrong, dear. It's Thursday, not Wednesday.
And roosters and a ton of eggs. How true, Lucinda. They got an ordinance in my hometown that they told people they could have chickens again in the city limits, which was fine at first till they realized they had to go back and stipulate no roosters.
I will be there on Thursday.
Some people have taken it to the extreme and they have them inside their apartment.
Yeah. Oh, I knew back in the 80s, a shirt-tailed cousin of mine, she had guinea hens in the frickin' house. Which is actually nothing but a small chicken. And I tell her,
Hi, Angie.
get them damn things out of the house. They crap everywhere.
Yeah. Chickens are nasty, too.
Well, oh, yeah.
You got to work if you're going to keep them clean. Because they're nasty.
But then I used to pick up trash for this veterinarian. She was gorgeous, but she was strange too. I pulled one day and I realized she's got a billy goat in the house. Oh, Jesus.
Did she look that good that you could put up with a billy goat? Or?
Ain't nobody looks that good that I put up with a billy goat. Karen, that's just nasty.
Yeah.
I mean, I know where Paradise is, Bill Brasky. I've been there many times. I had some friends that lived up there. So did he move out before or after the big fire? But
Lucinda says she used to let her goat in the house.
no, females are okay, but billy goats, no. Yeah, I would not let it.
Hi, Rob.
He lost everything in the fire. Sorry. Yeah, they pretty much rebuild it now, but I know it's a lot different than it was before. I almost moved up there before that fire.
I have so much stuff. I couldn't imagine having a fire and losing it all.
In fact, Bill Brasky, I'm right. Grass Valley is only 75 miles from Paradise, something like that, 70, 75. It's not far. Emotional support chicken. That would be a rubber one you could throw at people.
Emotional support chicken. Well, people have all kinds of different pets for emotional support.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be hilarious if you have one of them and you're at the airport or something and the person's like, what is this? It's my support.
People have done it, Michael. People have tried to bring strange animals on planes as emotional support.
Yeah, like lizards or goats or whatever.
I saw Rob in the chat. I don't know why he isn't coming up.
He's icing up his knee. He's got problems
okay.
with his knee, so he'll be up once he's iced off. Find some more trivia, Richie.
All right.
I'll be right back. I had to make coffee. I'll be right back.
I'm thirsty, but I can't get a drink. I hate having to do 8 hours of.
All right, we'll see how tough this is. This may be too easy, but this is North American tree trivia.
Okay.
Which tree is the tallest species in North America? The Sitka spruce, Douglas fir, the coast redwood, or the giant sequoia?
Last one. The giant sequoia.
Sequoia.
Yeah, that one.
Nope, that's not the answer. It's the coast redwood.
Oh, darn it.
Which species holds the record for the largest volume, not height?
What now?
This is North American tree trivia. So the answer is, which it used to be a logger. You should do all right. Which species holds the record for the largest volume, not height? The coast redwood, A. B, the giant sequoia. C, the sugar pine. Or D, the western hemlock.
Sugar pine.
Western hammer.
Nope, it's actually a giant sequoia tree.
Oh, you mean volume in the tree? I thought you meant more trees.
Yeah, not height. It's the volume.
Okay, no, like I said, no, I wasn't talking height. I was thinking volume at more area
Okay.
because there's
Which
not
North
that many.
American tree has needles that grow in clusters of 5? A, the jack pine. B, the eastern white pine. C, the lodgepole pine. Or D, the red pine.
Jack pine.
Any guesses, Michael?
The red one.
It's actually the eastern white pine.
That's strange because the jack, also known as a digger pine, does too. So
Well, maybe they don't have all their answers correct or
well,
something. I don't know.
there's not that many. So there's only like 1,000 or 1,000 or 1,500 acres of them left. So
Oh, wow. Nobody's cutting those down for anything. Which
they're scrap wood. So
What tree produces needs in
tree-
swampy environments? I don't know what you know what they mean by needs? K-N-E-E-S, needs.
No, never heard that term.
All right. Is it A, the black willow, B, the red maple, C, the bald cypress, or D, the sweet gum?
I'll just take a guess at the cypress.
Black willow.
That's a good guess, Bill, because that's the answer.
Well, when you said swamp, I'm thinking, what it do? That sounds like cypress to me. So
Yeah. Which hardwood is known for its extreme rot-resistant wood and widely used as fence posts? I know this one because I have a lot of these and I've had some cut down. A, the white oak, B, the hickory, C, the black locust, or D, the American elm. The American elm is up this way is nearly extinct because there aren't many left. A, the white oak, B, the hickory, C, the black locust, or D, the American elm.
Black locust.
Yep, that's the answer. I never knew we had them up this way until I bought the place I got now, and I got several of them.
Well, I could show you pictures where I lived in Grass Valley. It's all pine trees and oaks now. That was before they cut down all the trees, or after they cut all down the trees for mine shoring.
Yeah.
The natural tree was black locust. They wiped them out, all of them. So now it's oak trees and pine trees.
Which maple species typically has the highest sugar content for syrup production? Well, the name is the sugar maple.
Yeah,
I'll just do that
sycamore.
much. We move on. Which tree is commonly associated with fire-adapted cones that require heat to open? A, the eastern hemlock. B, the jack pine. C, the white spruce. D, the American beech.
Well, there's several. I know the pine tree.
Wow.
Most pine trees have to have a fire to open the pine cone and scatter the seeds.
The answer is B, the jack pine.
Yeah. Well, the tamarack lodgepole pine, most pine trees, most of them do. So.
Which tree has the bark that peels off in long curly strips and is highly flammable? The A, the paper birch. B, the shagbark hickory. C, the ponderosa pine. Or D, the quaking aspen.
What was the question? I didn't.
Ponderosa pine.
Which
Yeah.
tree has bark that peels off in long curly strips and is highly flammable?
Oh, bark and strips. That would be the cypress. Or birch, sorry.
Hi, Mary.
Well, that would have been my guess. And
Ponderosa
I know
pine.
Yeah, it's ponderosa.
Yeah, ponderosa pine is the answer given. Yeah.
I dropped enough of those, man. You drop them, the stuff just comes right off and it burns like crazy. So, hi, Carrie.
And I know birchbark burns pretty good too. Which species is known as for cloning itself through root sprouts, forming massive groves like pando? A, cottonwood. B, quaking aspen. C, the black cherry. D, American beech.
Cottonwood.
Black cherry.
Actually, the quaking aspen.
Okay.
I don't think we have those up my way.
Don't have them in California either. So,
Which oak species is most associated with barrel making due to its tight grain? Red oak, white oak, pin oak, or black oak?
Black oak.
what was the question again?
Which oak species is most associated with barrel making due to its tight grain?
Say them again.
Red, white, tin, and black.
Red.
Black.
Black.
It's actually the white oak.
Yeah.
That's it for tree trivia.
Chop Chop got it right. Let's see. Oh, here's a few quick ones. They're not multiple choice, but hi, Georgianne. They're different from what we've been having. So it's like, do you know the technical name of the hashtag?
Pound sign.
Nope. Technical name.
Technical name. How? Yeah, you just said pound
Tic-tac-toe.
sign.
There's an actual technical name for it. It is called the octothorpe.
I never heard that.
I've
Neither
heard.
have I. Okay. Do you know the length of the longest wedding veil that makes the Guinness Book of Records? This is insane.
Isn't it like 63 miles?
It's in feet.
90 feet.
Way more.
100 feet.
What, Michael?
100.
No. I said way more. Try in the thousands.
10,000 feet.
23,000 feet. You know, I don't care how light the material is, that had to be held to be dragging around. Let's see. Do you know the name of the largest known living organism on Earth? Now, this is a strange one.
The largest non-living organism?
No, the largest living organism known on Earth. It's a big living organism.
Is it a plant or an animal?
Plant.
Maybe a
Yeah.
fungus, some kind of algae or mold.
Coral reef?
Nope. Aspen groves. That's why they call it a grove. The roots are intertwined. They're not one tree. The whole thing is a living organism.
Oh, okay.
A human can hear the heartbeat of a blue whale from more than 2 miles away. Is this a true statement? Yes or no?
Yes.
False.
False.
True.
Stay safe, Georgian.
What is the weight of a blue whale heart?
1,000 pounds.
No. Hi, Tomcat.
3,000.
No. Any other guesses?
10,000 pounds.
Huh? No.
10,000 pounds.
400 pounds.
Okay.
I said 500.
You were close.
That's pretty
But not. Oh, this
We
should
playing
be.
Price is Right rules?
Puffling is the baby name of which bird? Puffling. The answer is in the name.
What's the name again?
Puffling is the name.
Oh, a puffin.
There you
Yeah,
go.
puffin. Yeah. I didn't know if you were saying coupling or puffling or.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Thank you, Tomcat.
Oh, what'd I miss? Thank you, Tomcat.
Yeah, $10.
Hi, Jeff. For the cause. Which bird mimics any sound after hearing it one time?
A parrot?
No.
The Karen.
No.
It's a Karen.
Nope.
Canary?
I've never heard of it. It's called a Lyre bird. Lyre bird. Lyre.
The Larry Bird, he used to play for the Celtics.
Larry Bird? No, mockingbirds can take more than once, Angie.
Oh, bird.
That I know. I've had some. Huh. The roller ball and a computer mouse was invented in what year?
1967.
1945.
Close, Richie. Very close.
1946.
Correct.
40.
Oh, that's like bidding $1 over.
Yeah. I thought 62 like Jackson did. I didn't realize it was that far back.
A lot of stuff got invented a lot further back than when it became in common use.
Oh, I know. Black paint dries faster than other paints. Is it true?
True.
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 Yep, it's true. Oh, in one bottle of wine, approximately how many grapes are added? In other words, how many grapes did it make to take that one bottle of wine? Or how much in weight?
Oh, in weight or in grapes?
In weight. How many?
50
200
pounds.
No. Nobody's ever made homemade wine out there?
No.
I haven't. I had an uncle who used to make homemade wine.
2.6 pounds will make up the standard size bottle of wine.
He used to make it out of choke cherries and.
Oh yeah, I love choke cherry wine. No, I'm not a Spotify lover. We'll pass that one. Oh, I won't do this one anyways. If Spotify lover or not, do you know which is the most streamed song in 24 hours? It's a well-known song, and it was sung by a newer artist.
Baby Shark.
No,
That's a good guess, though.
good guess, but not it.
You know what's even better is when you say, Alexa, play Baby Shark.
It's All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey.
On
Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
According to history, humans have been doing dentistry since 7000 BC. Is this true?
True.
Yes, it is true. Okay, weird fact that apples, peaches, raspberries, all belonging to the rose family, true or false?
True.
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 Correct. Which country uses cheese and macaroons more than any other country?
Switzerland.
Nope.
Paris. France.
No. Couple
Canada.
more guesses, and I'm going to choose somebody out for not knowing because they should. Canada.
That's what I said.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we didn't hear you.
Yeah, I said Canada.
Didn't hear you. Speak up.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't hear you.
I didn't hear you.
Snakes can feel earthquakes 5 days before it happens. Is this a true statement?
False.
Probably true.
Jackson's right. It's true. Hi, Frank.
Really? Wow.
Oh, yeah. Animals can sense
So
tsunamis
if you
before
see
they hit.
snakes headed to the hills, you better be following
Yep.
them.
Oh, the thing is, and one of the reasons they don't use them as an early detection system is there's no reliability on the severity.
Yeah.
A snake knows an earthquake's coming, but is it going to be a little 3.0 quick tremor that nobody even notices, or will it be an end of the world thing? Nobody knows.
Okay. This one is the size of a yawn of a human or any other animal depends on the size of what?
Mouth.
Anybody?
No.
No? It's brain.
Oh, somebody got it. Old Relics got it.
All right. You got it. Let me see. Going. Do you know in which year cellophane was invented? Hi, Rob.
1943.
No.
23.
Nope. Now you got to remember cellophane. I think it was a derivative of what they used to call cellulite, which was the first plastic that was ever invented.
No, cellulite's the cottage cheese on the back of most thighs in America. That's
That's what they call it. There was a cellulite plastic too.
You're talking about
1955.
1908.
Okay.
Can't hear you, Rob.
Yep. No sound.
Can't hear you. Well, I guess since we can't hear him, I could just voice over for him.
Okay.
Ah,
All right. How about now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. You're a little low, but we can hear you.
His mic's turned down.
Yeah.
I got that. You went quiet again.
Yep.
No, still bad.
All right. How about that?
Better.
Getting better.
Yep.
All right,
Much better.
Tap your mic. No, you still on the computer mic.
Why is it?
You know, Rob, one of the things that we've learned over the few years of streaming with you is we often don't ask the why of Monardo because just nobody. There you
we
go.
there you go.
Weird. I would think that would be the 2.0 mic because I've got this plugged into the USB, but apparently not.
Oh, let me guess.
My knee hurt a lot tonight. Sorry, Bill.
You won?
We finished third tonight. We had a kick-ass night tonight.
Nice.
We had a
Nice.
team at one point.
Were there more than two other teams playing?
Yeah, there were 13 teams tonight. And at one point through 7 rounds, or 6 rounds, one team was a perfect 75. They got to a perfect 120 out of I think 8 rounds or 7 rounds. I thought they might finish the night with a perfect score, and then on round 8, Robin. Round 8, they only got 6 points in it. I think that was a round we got 15, and that jumped us up. It was a good final, guys. I'll tell you what. I know I came in late, but I'll tell you what. I'll go for a silver dime for the first person that gets this right. Okay? Because I know Bill likes to wrap up around 10. So,
Huh?
what time do you normally go to?
11.
Oh, okay. Then we're not going to do that right at this moment.
Go wrap around 10. Now it's
I couldn't remember. I'm heavily medicated for your safety.
oh,
folks.
okay.
Okay.
I understand. Okay, just let you know too, because you're a member. You weren't here the last time I announced it. 2 weeks, Rob, doing a members race, and somebody's going to win a Motley Digger.
You want to do that tonight?
No, 2 weeks membership
2 weeks.
race.
Nice digger, Bill.
Yep.
Good stream today, Nick. It was good seeing some people in there. Hi, Miss La Cienda.
Yep. You've had some pain.
Bill Brasky, it is a nice shirt and hat. I wore these to trivia tonight, Bill Brasky. I was bragging to the couple that we played trivia with that my bud Bill from Boeing sent me the hat and the shirt. And your fun, yes, for your safety and your fun. That's right.
Now, were you medicated like this during your trivia? Or?
No, actually, I'm not. I'm not on any pain pills right now. I should take one for my knee, but I'm not going to tonight.
You know, Rob, I actually have a piece of solace that you can be confident in every time you lose a night of trivia. I am not the biggest nerd in the room. There are people who suck more than me.
And you know what's funny? That's what he calls the winners. He calls the winners the biggest nerds. And Ed, our DJ, he's a great guy. He takes a picture of the winning team and he's got the black rim plastic nerd glasses that he puts everybody on, and then he puts a picture of the whole team at the table, and then he puts that on their website. His company's called Events Done Right, and if you go on Facebook, he's got a really great. He's mainly a wedding DJ service, and I think they've got like 13 or 14 DJs with the company. It's a pretty big company. I mean, he does all around Tampa Bay, and he must have a dozen sports bars that his crew does. Because like on Monday night or Tuesday nights, they're like at 5 bars, and on Monday nights he's at 3 or 4. So he's got guys all across the entire Tampa Bay area on both sides of the bay. I think he's got like 10 or 12 male DJs, and I think 2 women. I know you did, Nick. That was crazy. I was there when I saw over 350. Congrats, man. Bill and I get excited when we have 45 people on Monday nights.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we are nerds, Mystic. I got an ice pack on, Teresa. I got it right here on my knee. Yeah, so they're mainly a wedding, but the way they make extra money is they contract with all the sports bars to play trivia. And Ed's big enough now that he doesn't have to do any of the sports bars, but we are the last one he does since this was his first client. This sports bar was the one who gave him like his first break in the business, so he does this one personally. So, and it's nice. I mean, every now and then, like once a month he takes the night off, and we get a substitute DJ, but we just like it best when Ed's there.
So I got a question, not to Rob, but if I want to renew my membership, how do I do that? Do I go through the same thing again?
It showed
No,
up.
it's a recurring. It charges the card every month, Michael. That's the way YouTube. I don't do that. That's the way YouTube set it up. That's the way Google has.
It'll automatically renew unless you go in there and turn it off.
Yeah, it's an automatic 99-cent renewal every month unless you decline it.
Oh, so I don't have to
So
worry
you don't
about
have to do anything.
You don't have to do anything.
You don't have to do anything unless you want to not be a member.
Well, she's very busy right now. She's got a lot of laundry downstairs.
I don't think it's been a month yet, Mike. So I think you're good. I don't think it's been a month yet.
It renews on the day that you signed up, not on the first of the month.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's been 30 days since your mom came in and you guys did the credit card. I don't think it's been that long, but
Well, I'm happy.
It's been
that-
at least 2 weeks, if not 3.
yeah, 2 or 3 weeks. So it might be next week.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy then because I thought tonight was the last night that I was a member. So
Well, we had some really good questions tonight.
But they were good because you got them right?
We got a lot right tonight. What African nation is the likely setting for Disney's Lion King? Is it Tanzania, Zambia, or Swaziland?
Tanzania.
Which one?
Tanzania.
Zambia.
First one.
It was Tanzania. I thought it was Zambia too, Zach, but it was Tanzania. Kenya and Tanzania were the two. And the Disney Imagineers went over there and saw how they were with the animals and designed the safari like that. They also went to the Himalayas. Disney had an entire crew that went to the Himalayas. I mean, obviously I wasn't one of them, but I got to work not with those guys, but I got to hang out, be in security because they had to have inside the Expedition Everest where they were building the Yeti. They had to have one security guy in the building to you had to have your pass checked to get into that building because it was such a secure thing with the proprietary computers and the animatronics. So everybody that came in the building had to have their ID thing. So security had a desk at the front of the building, and so that was mostly a lot of nights that was me, and so I got to hang out inside the building and watch them build all the animatronic dinosaurs and test them out on the computer panels and then test ride the ride when it got long and far enough line. But I got to walk the entire ride almost every night watching them build the landscapes and the dinosaurs and the computers and that was a fun job. Plus they had some really good snacks in the snack room. Which character's catchphrase was "Pop Pop" on the TV show Community? Was it Britta or Magnitude?
Magnitude?
Yeah, I don't know the show Community, so I didn't know either one of those.
No clue.
It was the character Magnitude. What
You're right, Michael.
what ice cream came out during the Great Depression, consisting of marshmallows and nuts?
Rocky Road.
Wow,
Rocky
see, I
Road.
didn't know that. Everybody at the table knew that, but me, I didn't know that was an ice cream invented during the Depression. Was Eisenhower's wife? Was President Eisenhower's wife nicknamed Lemonade Lucy?
True.
False.
I didn't know him.
Oh,
It was false. I think that was Taft's wife. It was another president's wife, but it wasn't Eisenhower. So that was false. We got that one wrong. The painting called Liberty Light. Liberty Light Leading People. Is that a painting by Rembrandt or Delacroix?
Delatorre.
LaCroix.
Yeah, we put Delacroix too because I mean, obviously I don't know anything Delacroix painted, but I know some Rembrandts, and I've never heard that as a Rembrandt, so we put Delacroix, and it turned out to be Delacroix. What 1972 Stones song about a casino? What word is in the song about a casino? Is it cards or dice?
Dice.
Right.
It is dice. I didn't know it, but I took a guess, and it is dice. True or false? The mascots Big Mo, Modena, and Muscle Man are all mascots for arena football teams.
True.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Nope, it's false. They are mascots for minor league baseball teams.
Hmm.
And this was a weird question, but Denise, who cleans professionally, knew this. I had no idea. To help get the smell of garlic off your hands from working with garlic, should you rub your hands on cast iron, stainless steel, or wood?
Stainless steel.
Stainless steel.
Cast iron.
Zaxxon is right, stainless steel. Denise was telling me back when she started cleaning like 30 years ago, they actually made a little stainless steel bar that had little black handles in the end that you use to rub your hands. Very good, Zach. Oh, and here's the one we're all going to know. Everybody's going to know this one. Bill's going to probably whip it off really fast here. Since 1992, what self-service machine has been emptying the pockets of millions of people and has processed 13 million coins?
Slot machine.
Coinstar.
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 True or false? 18th century British sailors used gunpowder mixed with their rum in an attempt to light it to tell the quality of their rum.
True.
True.
That
Yeah.
is true. We got that one right. Okay. Name the four countries that make up the Kingdom of Great Britain.
Canada.
No.
No.
No. Oh wow.
England,
Ireland.
Ireland.
Scotland.
I should know the fourth one.
Come on.
Britain.
Yeah, you got England is part of Great Britain. Scotland
Ireland.
and the Prince of
Oh,
Wales.
Wales.
I figured that was the easy one, Prince of Wales. And it's not Ireland, it's Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
Okay, here's an interesting question. What Disney princess at the time of the Disney story? Now we're just talking about the Disney movie or the Disney story. Which one of these Disney princesses was the oldest by age? Was it Ariel, Belle, or Jasmine?
Jasmine.
Bell.
Ariel.
No idea.
Oh, Mystic said they used to sell little metal balls for that stainless steel thing. Oh, everybody got that one. Wow, you guys are good. And Old Philly One Relish got that. It is Belle, correct, guys. We got that one right. Because Ariel, if you remember, in The Little Mermaid, she was just a teenager.
Oh yeah.
Never saw it.
All right. What R&B group finished the name of this group? What R&B group that had the songs All My Life and Crazy was KC and what? And it is not the Sunshine Band. It is not the Sunshine Band because we got that wrong. It's a
Casey and JoJo.
yes. Who said that? Zaxxon?
Yeah.
Yes, it is JoJo. Very good, Zach.
Why aren't you being encouraging tonight? I don't care how nice you are. I'm not going to give you any chess points tonight.
Hey, I've eked my way back to 600. Which meat product did the little piggy get? Did the little piggy eat turkey or roast beef?
Roast
Roast
beef.
beef.
Yeah, everybody knew that one. That was just a one pointer. The infamous 1988 Fog Bowl between the Bears and the Eagles was won by which team? The Bears or the Eagles?
Eagles.
I
Bear.
think the Eagles won it.
Nope, it was Da Bears. And I guessed that one. I didn't know, but I figured because back in the late 80s, the Eagles sucked. So
Well, so
I
did the
figured it was the
Bears.
The Bears have stuck since 1985.
Yeah.
yeah, that was the year with 85. Wasn't that the year with McMahon and the whole?
Refrigerator. Yeah.
Okay, when he first said this, I thought he meant flowers as in pick flowers, but it's flour as in the flour that you make cakes with. What flour has the highest protein content? Is it all-purpose flour, cake-based flour, or bread-based flour?
Bread-based flour.
Bread.
You said
I'm
bread
going to go
too,
with
Zach?
Robin Hood.
It's Michael's right. It's bread. We put all-purpose, but bread flour has the highest protein. What board game was revised in the 1990s to include recycling and helping feed homeless people? Is it called That's Life or Game of Life?
Game of Life.
It's
Yeah.
probably Game of Life.
Fortunately, had it right. Casey and JoJo. I had never heard of them guys. And Bart had it right. Bread. And Teresa had it right. Bread.
Oh,
True or false? Vice President Al Gore is widely accredited with inventing the internet.
True.
That's Paul.
False.
Claim to.
Well,
It-
Jackson put true, and so did we, because I don't say that he did it, but that's like the internet. That's like a what do you call it? An urban legend that he. So I thought that answer would be true because it's kind of like an urban legend, but and the people we played trivia with, the couple was very, very right wing Republican, and they were like, oh, he wouldn't have the brains to get himself out of a paper sack. And I said, well, actually, he may not have invented the internet, but he had a lot to do with getting it pushed out in its popularity.
Well, that's
Not even close. You know who invented the internet?
Well, it was a college thing, right? Bill, between colleges, right?
The French. In the
No, I hadn't
early
heard
80s.
that. I
But
hadn't heard that.
The biggest problem was the guys that invented it had no money, so they went to the French government and threw their idea out there, and the French government looked at them and said, "That'll never take off. No, we're not loaning you any money."
But
The French did it again.
Oops on that one, Bill. Oops on
Big
that
oops.
one.
the question wasn't.
I
The
was
question
like,
wasn't.
I thought it was American invention. It wasn't. I'm reading them going, the French created, then they couldn't get the backing from their own government. It'll never work.
Bill will
Right.
take
It was-
internet
right.
trivia
That's
for,
right.
for
The
1,000.
question was, is he accredited with it? Not did he actually do it? But
Yeah.
a lot of people because a lot of people put true. Good evening, BH. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he said he did. That's exactly
Yeah.
right, Mr. And Tom Kingery says that too.
It was William Shatner, says Mark.
We,
Computer on. Yeah.
All right. The shocking Wes Craven horror movie had the tagline for people that were fainting during the movie or getting paralyzed with fear. The tagline of the movie was, "Remember, it's only a movie." Was that-
arachnophobia.
Huh?
Arachnophobia.
Nope. The two choices are Last House on the Left or Deadly Friend.
Last
Awesome.
house on the left.
Yeah. All right, Richie, put on your thinking cap, and maybe Zaxxon too, because he lives out in California. Which one of these three states is the furthest west? Is it Montana, Wyoming, or Idaho?
Idaho.
Idaho.
Everybody pretty much agreed. Dracula, Steven Stark said. Yeah, it's Idaho. We got that one right. The CBS show Marshals is a spinoff of what other show?
1883.
Well, yeah, which was a spinoff of what?
Oh, Yellowstone.
Yeah, very good. Bart and Steven said Idaho. True or false? The 1984 song, is it "Somebody Loves Me"? was done by Phil Collins. Yeah, I can't remember the song, but we got that one right. It's false. It was Rod Stewart. I can't
Hi,
remember.
Mr. Tully.
Now owned by Waymo, what game featuring a small bag filled with beads that's now owned by Waymo was invented by two guys in Oregon?
The hacky sack.
Hacky sack. Yep. A lot of people miss that one, Richie. The three areas on your face that are that get oil prone with your forehead, your nose, and your cheeks, is that called the C zone or the T zone?
T zone.
Bananagrams. But Mike's right. It was the T zone. I'd never heard it before. Now,
I never heard of it.
He didn't tell us why, because Ed just gets these answers, but he doesn't know a lot about why the answer is. 41 Relics got it right,
Hi, Ringo.
and so did Angie.
Damn.
What decade did the Olympics hold two different games and within 2 years instead of 4 years? When did they do it within 2 years? Was it the 1970s decade, the 1980s decade, or the 1990s decade?
1990,
Yeah, and why was that, Richie?
because they split up the Winter and the Summer Olympics. Didn't they have? Can't remember what the reason was.
Yeah, but apparently somehow they had them back to back in 2 years. I remember it happened in 2020 during the COVID. They canceled it for a year, so you had two games back to back because of the one games was postponed because of COVID. But I didn't know that happened. See, there you go. Miss Torchy says 1980. She'd be the person to know. But I think it was 1990s.
Back in
What year did
1980,
they have back-to-back
every
Olympics
4
in the
years.
90s?
Oh, they did. Yeah, they probably did it just for ratings.
Here we go. The only time Winter and Summer Olympics were held back to back with only 2 years separating them was in 1992 and 94. The IOC changed the schedule so the Winter Games moved to an even year between the Summer Games, with the 1994 Lillehammer Games being the first to break the traditions. There you go. So they had two Winter Games every two. They did it 2 years, 92 in Albertville and 94 in Lillehammer, and then the next 2 years they went back to summer, and then following 1994 the Winter Games was back on a once every 4 years. There we go. I did not know that because I was big watching the Olympics in 90 and I didn't remember that. What U.S. state capital that has 3 words has the word city in it? Brian, take care, buddy. Nobody's guessing that. Nope. It's not old. The other people are. Yep.
Oh,
There you go.
Salt
Boom.
Lake
Scott
City.
McClory.
Yeah,
Scott McClory got it. Salt Lake City, because New York City's not New York's capital. It's I think it's what? It's Albany.
Albany, right?
This one's really easy. Bill, finish this 1966 movie title. Who's Afraid of?
Virginia Woolf.
Yeah, that was it. That was an easy. Can you buy our wolf berries called goji berries in the store? True or false?
True.
Yep. In 1920, the Republicans had a campaign for president that they promised what in every pot?
Chicken.
A chicken.
Yep. Yeah, that was a pretty easy one too. If you're outside and plummeting temperatures, the magazine Outdoors, and you're not dressed correctly for the weather, the publication Outdoors recommend putting what under your clothes to help you stay warm? Dirt, nutshells, or grass?
Nutshells.
I'm gonna say grass
Yeah, it's grass. I don't know where the hell you'd get
because
nutshells.
grass throws heat as it decays.
Yes.
That's why when they hay fields, they leave the bales out in the fields to dry so they don't start fires in the barn.
For an MLB player to hit a walk-off homer or a walk-off grand slam, you have to be a right-handed hitter or be part of the home team.
Be part of the home
To be
team.
part of the home team.
Yeah, because the game's over because you're hitting in the bottom of the ninth.
Yeah.
Which one of these groups was the name of a rock group in the late '60s? Was it the Turtles or the Snakes?
Turtles.
Turtles.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why the scores are so high tonight. A lot of the questions were a little bit easier tonight. True or false? Amy Poehler was one of the writers on 30 Rock.
True.
True.
Yep, that's what we put, and that was false.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Most of the ethanol fuel made in the United States has a base of either wheat or corn.
Corn.
Yeah.
Corn.
Now, here's a really good question, guys. Following the Academy Awards, what happens, or following the Academy Awards, you win an Academy Award based with the Academy Award statue.
Hi,
What
Cam.
happens is this: does the statue have to be returned after 1 year to finalize it? Is it made out of solid gold, or does it weigh 8 pounds? Which one of those three has to happen or goes on with the statue? Does it have to be returned after a year? Does it weigh 8 pounds, or is it made out of solid gold?
I think it has to be returned.
raised held gold.
I think
Hi,
it's
CDG.
made out of gold.
Well, those were all wrong answers.
Has to be returned.
It weighs 8 pounds. It's just
Oh.
it's just gold plated.
Oh,
Yep. Old 41 and Relics got it right. If that was
Yeah.
8 pounds of solid gold, Richie, that'd be a couple $100,000.
So if you dig one up, it's just like junk jewelry. You throw it in your
Yes,
trash pile.
exactly. Did you see some of the gold coins that they had in this last Olympics? Where was it at? Spain or someplace? That they were breaking. They were so poorly made that they were breaking. One person dropped theirs and it broke into like 3 or 4 pieces. That's how flimsy these things were constructed. They had so little gold in them. Yeah, it was like the old pewter buttons,
That
Bill.
coffin.
Yeah. And here's another easy one. True or false? The name, the United States code name for the development of the atomic bomb was true or false? Was named the Manhattan Project.
Manhattan Project.
True.
Yeah, that was an easy. Now, the emoji is a word from the Japanese language where the E means picture and moji. Does moji mean a character or an emotion?
True.
Motion.
Oh yeah, motion.
That's what we put, and it actually means a character because we thought since all the original emojis were happy faces, sad faces, and everything, we thought for sure it was going to be an emotion, but it actually emoji stands for character.
Ah,
And what a medical study found that the most men get vasectomies during what month? Hey, Lurker Troy, is it March, August, or December?
March.
December.
I wouldn't know.
And Bill, why would you say March?
Cooler weather.
It's because of March Madness that if you're going to be laid up getting a vasectomy, you can lay around and watch basketball for a week.
I've heard that
It
somewhere
is.
before.
They said. I would have never thought of that. Before in a volleyball game, before the setup and the spike, what precedes the setup and the spike? Is it called a doink or a bump?
Bunt.
Doink.
Nope, it's a bump. Now, I wasn't a big video game player in my younger days. There was only 1 or 2 games I played, like Asteroids and a few games. But
Oh,
in
the stuff from the turn of
in
the
the
century.
1990s, there was a video game where players had to travel from Missouri to the West Coast on a wagon train without getting dysentery. What was that video game called?
Oh, shit.
I never heard of that one.
I'd heard of it, but I never played that game. There you go. Look at that. Both Ann and Scott got it. I guessed it.
Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail.
Wow.
And I only guessed it because that was the only trail that I knew about people coming. Very good, guys. True or false? The song Born This Way was on Lady Gaga's second album.
True.
False.
Michael's right. It's false. It was on her debut album.
Ah,
From 2019 to 2024, the TV show or the show What We Do in the Shadows was on what networks? Was it FX or Showtime?
FX.
Tim says, who cares?
FX.
Yes, it was on FX. Now, which one of these 3 dog breeds is the only one of the 3 breeds considered a purebred breed? Is it called a Mauser, a Skipper-Key, or a Labradoodle?
Robert
Mauser.
Skipper Key.
It's a Skipper-Key. And Denise only knows that because she watches that, what's the name of that dog show? The something dog.
The kennel.
Yeah, the dog. Yeah. So, best in show. Thank you, Mystic. Yeah, what's the one where they have the National Dog Show? I can't remember what the National Dog Show. Westminster, yeah, the Westminster Dog Show. Thank you,
Westminster
Marty.
Kennel. Yeah.
Yeah, she enjoys watching that every year.
It's like her Final Four then.
Yeah, it's like their final. It's like their whole NCAA in one day. There, Richie. That was a comedy movie, Mystic. All right, Bill. Let's do the grand prize for the first person that gets this. We're going to do a silver dime.
All right.
So it's a 4-parter, guys. So you're gonna give me 4 yes and no's. Okay, you can just put yes, 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 or why, whatever is easiest for you guys. But it's 4 answers. You got to have 4 answers to get it correct. Okay. It's real simple. Yes or no. Okay. And here it is. I'm going to give you the character's name from a TV show, and I'm going to give you the name of the TV show. Yes or no, did that actor's character, or did that actor playing that character on that show win an Emmy for that character on a show? Yes or no? I know Mystic says, oh my God, the pressure. Okay. So Michael Scott in The Office, yes or no, did he win an Emmy? Christine Yang from Grey's Anatomy. George Costanza from Seinfeld, and Archie Bunker from All in the Family. The first person to get those right will win a silver dime.
Yes, 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 yes.
Wow, we're getting fast answers here. That would have been my guess, Ann. That'll be
Watching YouTube, right, Rob?
That'll be Billster. None of the 3 won Emmys except for Archie
wow.
Bunker, who won 4 Emmys for playing. Carol Connor won 4 Emmys for playing Archie Bunker.
Wow.
But yeah, Christina Yang, the guy that played Michael Scott, the comedian, and the guy that played George Costanza, none of them won Emmys, which really, really,
And,
really surprised me.
Now, if that show would have come out today, what would he win?
Hi, Hobo Rob.
I'm not even over Rob. I'm not even sure if I think the left would give that show so much backlash, Richie.
Oh yeah. I love that show. That was hilarious.
It's a different era when you can come up with something like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's going to be Papa Rouse won that one. Nice job, way to go, Bill.
Thank you, Rob.
Yeah, I like the guy who played Archie Bunker in Heat of the Night. That was pretty cool show.
That was a good show, and that was
Yeah.
based on a '60s movie
Yep.
with was that Rod Steiger? Bill
Oh.
played that part.
Yes.
Rod Steiger and the black guy from Mr. Tibbs. Is that Sidney Poitier?
Yeah, I like the part in the movie. He like hits the guy, and the guy like looking at the sheriff, and he's like, "What are you gonna do about it?" And he's like, "Nothing."
Yeah, that's what we were saying, Cam. We don't even know if that show would fly today. Good evening, Hobo Rob. Bill, I'll be happy to set up a race. Miss Torchy said she'll give a sticker pack for DAL.
Yep.
So I will set up a race, sir.
Thank you.
Oh,
I
Bill, did you know that Star Wars is doing another movie?
They're always doing another movie. Nobody cares anymore.
Oh, it's a cool one.
Now, when does this one take place on the timeline between the third and the fifth one, or the?
Oh,
The
this
best
is,
ones were
always
the
have order.
original ones, and they've gone downhill ever since.
there's no connection to it. There's no connection to like. This is Star Wars, Mandalorian, and Guru.
Well,
no,
that's
the Mandalorian movie that's been advertised for 6
Yeah.
months, but there's another new Star Wars coming out besides the Mandalorian.
Yeah, me and my brother are big Star Wars fans. So is my nephew.
I'm waiting for the Spaceballs movie to come out.
Yeah, that'll be next year.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Conan the King. That's another one's coming out. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, they probably will, Misty.
All right, I think we got one new person in the chat tonight that I don't have in the race.
You got Sherry Ward in there.
Let me double check for Miss Sherry. No, I don't, but we shall put her in.
Thank you, Torchy.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Torchy. There was somebody that wasn't wrenched up earlier that I've seen in another chat that I wrenched him up on my chat.
Ring. Well, Rob, that's assuming a lot. You like him enough to wrench him up in your chat, but you don't even know if Bill likes him yet.
Well, I don't have any control over Bill's chat.
I don't know who you're talking about because there's 3 or 4 people that showed up that aren't wrenched. So,
Yeah.
and I'm not seeing anything now. So,
Yeah, I don't see anybody now. He was in here when I first came in because he said hi to me, and he was in our streams this weekend.
One just
oh,
popped
Lurker
up.
Troy.
No,
That it?
not Lurker Troy. Lurker Troy is he hunts with Oh, Lurker Troy hunts with the channel that usually finishes the night out on Monday Digs. But yes, I will definitely.
Oh yeah, dropped and forgotten.
Yes, he hunts with Dropped and Forgotten. So I
I
will
got to
put
give him one too. So,
I will put Lurker Troy in the race.
and I will make him a Smurf.
It's so hard to keep track of who has 3 and 4 channels anymore. I don't know if they're new channels or just another spin-off of the other one.
Yeah.
No, that's his channel name on Dropped and Forgotten.
Hi, Sherry Ward. Anyways, I'll be doing the first place. Will get Lucky Penny and 4 brain rot figures.
Ooh, we got some brain rot figures left.
Yep.
Fantastic.
This will be the last of them.
Alrighty, guys, let's go to StreamYard. Let's go to.
I doubt it, Hobo.
And if a Canadian wins, it's a gift card, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, Miss Sherry Ward. Oh, Troy doesn't do videos, so that's why he's on drops. Well, that works out good. My guy, my buddy Dalton, he doesn't do many videos either. So, but he has no problem being on mine. Don't even know my other channel.
Didn't that other guy you stream with give up on detecting? He's just posting videos on his new hobby now.
Yeah, that other guy. Yeah, he's into some gold panning stuff or something. I don't know.
Freaking
Gold
weirdo.
digging.
Weirdos, I tell you.
They are weirdos.
Huh.
He used to have digging in his name. Now it's panning. It's called panning it back now.
Oh, we're gonna get that one on Saturday night.
That's a lot.
Super Nick Molnar, if you're here, you need to make up a hat that says PIB or PIB. Alrighty, guys, we've got everybody here in the race. Shuffle characters. Thank you, Miss Sherry. Thank you, Miss Torchy. And thank you, Bill. And 3, 2, 1,
Nice,
and
Tim.
go. And in honor of the brain rot, we're going to do a brain rot race. That's hilarious. Listen,
Yeah, that's getting recycled for Saturday night too. But I'm gonna have a whole list of new insults.
absolutely, Angie. Rob's past
Oh,
friend.
thank you, Sherry Ward.
Thank you, Sherry. Bill and I, that was our first time we ever met, guys, and we had an absolute blast. And I was really happy that Bill really enjoyed that pizza, guys, because that's one of my favorite pizza places to go to when I'm in Orlando. Well, that is the favorite pizza place of mine in Orlando. Ooh, Hobo Rob's getting started weeks. No more free apartment internet. Evening, Rocky.
Anyways,
I
Hobo.
remember those days of free apartment internet.
We did. We had a good time, Sherry. And I will be going back to see Bill. Bill, gas jumped 29 cents here today.
The what?
Gas went from $3.99 to $4.29 here today. Went up
Wow.
30 cents. I about shit myself.
Cry me a river.
Damn, Ringo and Jar, he was
You know why I'm
Ringo.
not gonna stay and, you know why I'm not gonna stay and play chess with you after Bill's stream today, Rob?
Why is
There
that,
you're
sir?
here, Ringo.
Because I just realized I have enough points on my food bill that expire tonight that I can get 40 cents off per gallon. So I'm gonna go save my 40 cents per gallon.
I would do that too, sir.
Hey, anybody
I
seeing
would do
Ringo
that over
answering
this
yet?
game.
I'm looking.
I haven't seen them yet.
No.
All right, we got Ringo, PD, chilling with
Ringo,
Dad.
he's
Ringo
here.
Ringo's here.
He's
I
here.
thought he was.
There's my email, Ringo, under the race. Just send me your snail mail address. You're in the States, right, Ringo? If I remember right.
Yeah. Yeah, Rob, we're running about 540 right now.
I bet I'm in the last place.
Diesel's pretty close to 7. And who's DAL, Rob? Ringo
Yeah,
Gonzalez here.
Torchy just put up.
I'm writing that down for my notes.
Okay. Yeah, just send me your snail mail address, Ringo.
Blistering Barnacles. Jamie's he's in England.
And he's not here, I don't think.
I doubt it. Pretty late for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be the middle.
Actually, pretty early for him.
Yeah. And then Frank Luter 8, and then Relic Reaper.
Relic Reaper might be here.
Pat
Pat might,
stopped by a minute ago.
And
or-
Warcraft might be lurking.
yeah, if you want to draw him out, just say something bad about Silver. He'll
He'll jump right in here, Zaxxon.
I think Silver is a horrible investment.
Well, I will tell you this, Zach. I am finally happy with this stupid war in Iran that my stock portfolio has been in the shitter and my silver's been in the shitter. But today was a huge day. The market went up over 1,000 points today, and silver jumped almost $5 today.
Nice. What's it up to?
75.41.
You're getting closer.
Yeah, I mean it was down all the way to 67 a week ago.
Relic Reaper is here. Yeah, it was at last time I looked, or the time before last, it was like 64. Relic Reaper is here if we don't get a looter or a park rat.
Well, it's been over a minute, so let's go ahead and go with Relic Reaper.
Yep.
There you go, Don.
Miss
Don.
Torchy, your winner is Relic Reaper.
And she posted it earlier. Why don't you go ahead and post it again, Torchy?
BH Ringer says silver is 102.94 Canadian.
Oh wow, that's good. Yahoo! I'll get a lot of money for this if I could sell it tomorrow.
What do you got?
Oh, there it is. Never mind.
All right, got Relic Reaper down too.
Gold and silver ring mix.
Then I didn't catch all of the chat. I was in somebody's chat earlier. They were talking about gold backs. People are finally realizing that gold backs are effectively worthless, and they were taking some kind of huge hit.
I don't understand how they even became a thing because they have so little gold in them. The premium you're paying for them is just astronomical.
They just look pretty, so people like
they
them.
look gorgeous. I mean, they've got some gorgeous design on them.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, the small amount of stores or businesses that are taking them for actual, and why would you even trade them? It's not, you know, to get a $25 gold back, you're paying $100. So when you go into a store, they're not going to give you $100 worth of merchandise for that gold back, even though you paid $100 for it because it's got gold in it. I don't know if it was like numismatics, come back to Bitcoin. I mean, you talk to Park Rat Pat, he'll slam Bitcoin because it's imaginary. It was made out of a white paper. It's nothing you can hold. It's just all computer chip.
Doesn't have a purpose.
It doesn't have it's supposed to be a central money that the world's banks don't control you and your money, but
Well, we have that. It's called gold.
yeah, and it's physical. You can hold it. You can do things with gold and silver, platinum. What happens if what happens if this war goes nuclear? What happens if there's CMP? You can't act like that. But if you're sitting with $10,000 worth of gold in your home safe, and you need to buy a loaf of bread, and I'm not one of these doomsday prepper guys that thinks the government's going to collapse next week, but Oh, they do give value and go back. Okay, Cam, I wasn't sure about that.
No, they give the face value of the dollar at some places.
Well, I gotta
Still
go.
winning. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm hoping gold keeps going up, or silver keeps going up too. Gold's back over 4,700. Silver went over 75. The market went up over 1,000
All right,
today
Michael.
on the Dow, and Nasdaq went up.
Hey,
over
Michael.
Night,
6.
guys.
Mikey, have a good night, Michael.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. I didn't understand anything about Bitcoin. I still don't understand anything about Bitcoin. I do know it's gone from a high of 121,000 down to, well, I don't know what it's at this week. I know it was at 67 last
Around
week.
73,
What is
70,
Bitcoin
something like
at?
that.
Bitcoin is at. Nope, that's not what I want. What is the price of Bitcoin right now? 67, Richie.
Yeah.
But I mean, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, give me a 6-month chart of Bitcoin. Six months ago, Richie, it was at 126,000. So it has literally lost 47% of its value over the last 6 months. That's worse than my stock portfolio.
Well, it keeps doing that. It keeps losing a ton, gaining a ton, losing a ton. And I think ultimately, as far as the investment standpoint of it goes, you don't need to understand it. You just need to understand that you're likely going to make money on it and understand the market for it.
I mean, if you got it in Bitcoin at 5 or 10,000, oh my God! If you bought one Bitcoin back when it was 5,000, I mean, yeah, you could have just about bought a house for 120,000 or put a massive down payment. Yeah, I mean, if you were smart enough to buy, I mean, I wasn't. You know, I got limited funds. I wasn't going to spend $5,000 on a Bitcoin. I'm sure as hell not going to spend 67,000 on a Bitcoin. But what amazes me now is that you can go into some coin machines now and ATM machines, and you can make a deposit in an ATM machine and get a partial Bitcoin now in an ATM machine. I see signs in convenience stores all the time that says Bitcoin ATM. I really don't know if I'd want to buy my Bitcoin out of a coin machine.
Well, like any other mine coins, Mystic, if you lose your key, you probably lose your coins too.
Yeah, wasn't there a guy that had millions in crypto and he couldn't get it out?
Yeah.
The first Bitcoin transaction was a pizza store. And then the guy who created Bitcoin traded like 18,000 Bitcoin for a pizza. Imagine being the pizza store owner that may or may not
if he kept it.
If he kept it.
Have a good night, Stephen. I mean, Zach, look at me in the 60s, Zach, putting every baseball card I got from my Topps baseball card packs into my spokes of my bicycle. You know, I'm sure there were some $1,000 cards in the spokes of my bicycle.
Probably not. You didn't get any Mickey Mantles or anything like that.
No, that was a little before my time, but there could have been a Brooks Robinson in there, or
Ted Williams.
Ted Williams, Pete Rose.
I don't think any of those had value because they were sold as collectibles. I've never heard of any of those going super high on the market. Later, McClory.
Sherry Ward says she hasn't seen any store in Michigan yet that accepts the gold backs. Yeah, that's exactly. Now, see, Rocky said the guy that invented them was an Alpine. I thought it was a Japanese guy or a Chinese guy that invented it.
You're so far back in chat. Rocky was talking about the gold backs.
Oh, okay, cool. Wow. I don't know if that's good or not. Listen, I mean, technically, you've made a 50% return on your money.
Too bad your money's worth 75% less now. Most
I will tell you guys, my best deal a year ago was I bought I bought 7 of these 1 ounce gold eagles, and I paid $30 a piece for them. And when gold hit 120,
1 ounce silver eagles.
yeah, 1 ounce U.S. silver eagles, brilliant uncirculated. If I'd have sold these at 120 and made $90 a coin for 6 coins, yeah, I could have bought my new machine. So, it was at 60 at one time.
I don't know why, but you're talking about baseball cards brought back to mind of a freaking, it was a commercial for baseball years back. And they're up in the Himalayan mountains. This guide is, leading people through, and he picks up this baseball. Mickey Mantle, batted it out there. Then he goes on to another one, picks it up. And the furthest one out there, the guy picks up and goes, Babe Ruth? But I can't remember when they showed it.
Jackson, you joke, but there are some Brooks Robinson cards going from $1,300 to $3,700. His 1957 rookie card.
Yeah, look up Jordan's rookie cards, either the 84 or the 80.
Yeah, Jordan's card.
The 80, I believe it's 84, it might be 85, but his 84 card is just like millions.
Look up a Babe Ruth card, just out of.
Babe Ruth baseball card. Bill, you ready for this?
Yeah.
$850,000.
Yeah.
For a signed, graded, authentic card.
What's the grade?
It's not even that high of a grade, Zach. It's a shitty card. It's graded Auto 9, which sounds pretty low to me. It's not a good-looking card at all.
See, and you're also looking at what people are asking. That's not what they're getting.
Well, that's true. That is what they're asking.
Asking everyone to send me $1 million. We'll see how many I get.
Yeah, when my sister or somebody calls me and says, "Hey, what's this worth?" I go, the best place to look for something what it's worth, what its actual value is go to eBay sold page, not the eBay asking page or not the Etsy page or any other Craigslist page or Facebook Marketplace. What people are asking, go to the eBay sold page. See, that's the only problem with Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. You don't know when something sells because as soon as it sells, you can't see it anymore, or they don't put the sold price. The only place you can see a sold price of an item is on eBay sold page, but that will give you a basis on what something sold for. Yeah,
That's
there you go, Nick.
That's how I sold all my sports cards when I was doing them. I'd base them off of that, and effectively this was 2020, so a lot of people were looking. If the card was worth any money, as long as you listed it right, the correct subfactors or whatever, a top's gold, top's chrome, as long as you listed it right and didn't misspell anything, an idiot could have sold them. The people who were collecting them found it and bid it up.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, I used to be into baseball until '94, but there was a kid going through his grandfather's attic, and he found a box of baseball cards, and he took them in. The guy said, "I don't think these are worth anything," because he didn't recognize any of the names or the teams. So he took them to another place, and I can't remember the name of the teams, but it was like 8 cards from 1881.
Didn't they sell them in tobacco tins back then?
Yep, tobacco tins. And it was an A team, not a AAA. But the guy said these are worth it was astronomical. This was back in the 80s. They were worth a hell of a lot of money. So.
Well, it's just like when the North Carolina Gold Rush started, because that's where the Gold Rush originated. It started because some hillbilly family had found a giant pretty rock, used it as a doorstop for 3 years, then took it into town, and some unscrupulous seller bought it from them for what they thought was a lot of money, sold it for like 100 times that. When they found that huge rock out there, that's what created the gold rushes. It started in North Carolina.
Yeah, there you go, Nick.
That's like I was watching one of the YouTube storage locker.
Later, Tom.
Deals.
Have a good night, Tom.
Good night, Tom.
Hey,
And
Tom.
this kid spent a lot of money, not a kid, he's 32, on a storage locker, and it was all jerseys and stuff. And I'm thinking, man, you got to get some really good ones. But then I realized they weren't baseball, basketball, or football jerseys, because he goes, if they were that, I would have never bought them, because 90% of it's junk and you don't really make your money back. It was lacrosse, and all the best teams and the shirts and jerseys and so forth from all the best companies. He goes, there's actually a niche market for this kind of stuff. I think he paid.
You mean like old time lacrosse?
Huh?
Old time lacrosse or modern lacrosse?
Both. There was a mixture of both. Anyways, he paid $1,000 for a unit because all people saw these were stuff folded up in bags. He saw the corner of one of the jerseys and realized it was lacrosse. He made $22,000 off that $1,000 unit.
See, Bill and Christine aren't going to make $22,000, but that unit that Bill and Christine, I think they paid either $600 or $800
right,
for.
Angie.
They're going to
That's
make
what it was.
they're going to make thousands of dollars off that locker.
Good for them.
Yeah, I mean, because the first locker they bought, they struck out on, but the second one they hit it big. Take care, Mr. Jim Steele.
Good night, Jim.
Later, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Nice, Nick.
God.
Yeah, a lot of those lockers are no different than gambling. You see somebody hit it big on a storage locker or a collection of things, and you're like, man, they're making a ton of money and blah 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 blah. They don't realize or pay attention the number of times they've lost or broken even minus 10 hours labor.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Some of the stuff they find isn't too liquid either.
yeah. Yeah, it's hard to get rid of it. I mean, most of those people in the TV show, they had thrift stores, they had places to sell it.
Yeah.
But if you didn't, you had to find a buyer, and then you're gonna, that
Well,
buyer's
right,
the middleman.
Like
So you're probably
Jeeves does all the regular stuff that you'd try yard sales or this or that. He throws it on Whatnot for $1 and starts there.
We got
But
have a good night, Don.
like you said, he goes. He was looking at this one unit online, and he paid $18,000 for it. But it was all bags, nothing but bags. And he goes, he enlarges the photos. One thing he looks for is he goes, I love dusty ones that don't look staged. And he goes, the only thing in the older ones that are dirty, he goes, if there's any kind of, mouse droppings, rat droppings, stuff like that, he won't buy it because most of the merchandise will be bad. But he bought this one unit. It was 10 by 20. And I think it was yesterday's video. He showed the garbage from it, which was 4 chairs and some little stand thing. And this thing was nothing but bags through the whole unit, but it was all brand new merchandise, brand new with tags in the box, stuffed in bags.
Well, back when the Storage Wars had first come out, you watched that one dude that looks like Charlie from Planet It Back. You watched that one dude. He bought vending machines that accepted credit cards. Nobody else knew what they were, and he looked up the model number on one of these. He says that's a vending machine that accepts credit cards. He says if those are full and those boxes don't look torn up, and he got like 30 grand in credit card or in vending machines for like $1,000.
Yep.
Yeah,
That
now
one
when that show was in its heyday in the beginning, I started going to some auctions here in my county, and everybody, I used to go to these auctions, it'd be 3-4 people. Then when the show came out, there was 20-25 people at these auctions, and they'd open up a locker that looked like, a locker you'd give $50 or $100 for, and these people were bidding these lockers up to $600, $700, $800, and I'm like, you fucking people are never going to get your money out of these lockers.
Hi,
Never.
Johnny.
Well, one of the ways
Money.
one of the ways you can still turn profits like that now, if you can figure out what newspapers they're running the tax auctions and the lien sales, like for towing companies and things like that. I don't know if it's different out here in California. You can buy a house for the tax bill. You can buy a impounded car from the tow yacht.
Yeah, you can do those here.
for the lien sale bill. You just have to be able to find the paper they're running them in, because what they do to skirt that, so people aren't going and buying these cars for almost nothing, what they do to skirt that is they put the lien sale paper in some obscure newspaper that has like one recipient. And one recipient's getting a telephone book newspaper from all over the state with all these cars for sale, or cars that are being lien sold. Same with
They still in Florida, they still print the unclaimed monies list in a newspaper. But how many people are checking?
I just got some unclaimed money like a month ago.
They send you a letter?
No, I looked it up on my state website. My name was there. I got like almost $300.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've got some sitting there that every now and then, in the state of Florida, Richie, Florida for some reason is the only state that if you want to go into business trying to find people that money to, you get a percentage of it. Florida is the only state that requires you to be a licensed private detective. So like every 3 or 4 months, I'll get a letter from a private investigation agency. Do you know you got Disney stock shares sitting in an unclaimed fund? Yes, I do. And when I'm ready to use it, I'll go get it.
Anyways, it's 11:02, the bewitching hour, people.
What? It's not 11:22 yet, Bill.
So, everybody, thank you for being here. You have a good evening. We'll see
Right,
you
everyone.
at
Take care, guys. Go get your gas, Zach.
Later, folks. I'm going to 40 cents is 40 cents.
That's exactly right. Especially with the big tank.
That's what I'm taking too. I'm taking the big truck.
There's our goat.